Hey! Right now? Yeah. I'm always filming. What's going on, man? You good?
Yeah, tired, man. What's up?
Yay! What's going on, buddy?
We're in the hood.
I know.
We are in the hood a little bit.
The house is nice, but the other one's around not so much.
Oh. The full-time bodybuilding house.
I know. Yeah, awesome. Very cool.
Hard to see in the dark. Yeah.
This is a full-timer's house. Exactly.
The eggs. Oh, it's a broccoli? Damn.
It's morning at the Meathead Manor. My girlfriend is calling it.
Is that what she's calling it?
Yeah, the Meathead Manor. I think it's pretty funny. She said, "You're gonna be a bunch of bodybuilders living in the same house." I said, "Yeah." Yeah, that would be a good one, right?
Yeah, there's a show. I don't watch fucking reality shows, but what's the one where they just group a bunch of people in a house?
Yeah.
Imagine if they actually did that with a bunch of bodybuilders.
Oh, that'd be great.
It'd be fucking hilarious.
That'd be great.
You know there's going to be a fight every day because they're going to go in there in the kitchen and they're going to open the fridge and it's like, who the fuck ate my meal? Like, who the fuck did this?
That's exactly what would happen.
Cook for themselves. Like, oh, there's somebody who's chicken and rice. I'm going to fucking eat it.
That's exactly what would happen. Did you hear this, Dom?
No,
so this
I
is
turn this fan off.
so this is my girl is calling this place the Meathead Manor.
What?
The Meathead Manor.
What is that?
Meathead, you know what a meathead is?
Okay.
It's us.
Okay.
A manor is like a big
calling
castle.
This place the Meathead Manor.
Yeah.
The best part is this place has a lot of rooms with this.
I know. She says there's gonna be a bunch of bodybuilders living together and.
It's definitely Meathead Manor.
Yeah, so Don's cooking. Had to get up at 6 a.m. today to go check on his competitor. Who do you have in the show, Don?
Joe Mackey.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's from Texas. He turned pro years, I think 2013 or 2015. I forgot exactly what year, but we've been working together for 2 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, we did the New York Pro last year, so we're supposed to do New York Pro this year, but that got canceled.
Yep.
And so now we're here at the Tampa Pro. So he looks pretty good.
Good. Nice. Joe's missing in action because he went to go do early cardio.
His hour and a half of cardio.
So Dom's cooking breakfast. What do you got in there?
5 whole eggs and a couple egg whites. So
oh, nice.
Off day, a little more fats, a lot less carbs. So
yeah. No training today. We're gonna go see the show. So today is the day of the Tampa Pro.
Yeah.
It's actually the men's open today, Saturday. So we're gonna go and take you guys there, see what's going on. Hopefully, some of our guys are winning or placing high, and then that's it. You guys are gonna take you with us. There you go. Joe's back from his cardio.
I know. Look, they're all eating. Have you found the food, man? Have you sniffed some food out?
Yeah, I found some oats here. You got the old-fashioned oats. No, do you ever do the Professor Nuts here?
Yeah, I've got some. Yeah.
I'll probably just put like half a fucking jar in here. I see some. I gotta have them sweet too. I put like 14 packs of Splenda in there.
It's breakfast on the go.
It's better than the apple pie diet last night.
I know.
At least it resembles bodybuilding.
I should have filmed that actually. That apple pie. Justin ate a whole entire apple pie. Right before bed.
This is what you get, this is what happens when I don't have my coffee. Come look at this.
Uh-oh.
This is what happened. The filter. I forgot to put the thing with the thing in.
Oh no!
There was just a mess everywhere. I'm like the clumsiest person ever.
You forgot to put the basket.
Basket in, so it's just like coffee everywhere. This is not good. Like
all right, I'm gonna eat something too because we gotta go film Joe Mackey. So there you go.
I washed everything.
What's in the what is that cereal?
Ezekiel cereal.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know where you got that from.
Damn, look at this shit. 99 fucking requests on their story. I'm just gonna take a still shot.
Sit in those legs, Joe. Front double. Oh, yeah.
Midsection up. Suck it in.
Don't forget that hand too for that bicep.
Midsection up. Suck it in.
Big.
There's a whole host of potential environments and applications where this might be useful. Anywhere where you need a vehicle that can operate near shores, be highly maneuverable in cluttered environments. This could be for harbor and port security. It could be for investigating oil rigs.
Just up a little bit more.
Or marine operations. One of the things that the research scientists here have
Oh, you side tricep, Joe.
Yeah.
is power from outdoor settings. They need power for long-term sensors, ocean buoys, and the like. As organic matter falls to the bottom of the ocean, it settles and feeds a microbial community that extracts the energy for its own use. So, as you can see,
Legs are separated.
they're doing at NRL goes well beyond robots. Someday, your home or even your car could be powered by energy produced from algae. All of the projects being researched here have the potential to impact not only the research community, but all of us.
Chest. Right nose,
Places
yeah.
like this, where something
You wanna
could soon be in your home,
open it up a little bit more?
or your school.
Do your thing.
Do it again.
Before that happens, before these devices are all over the world, this research into the future will continue. A lot of people here, a lot of the researchers care.
Still feel like we're losing it a little bit there. Can we do that again? So we gotta really master this, man, because this is where everyone's coming to play. Yeah. Right. Bring it. Right. Boom. So let's. Yep. Better.
Right there, Joe.
Better.
Perfect, Joe.
Better. Remember that. Don't lose it. It's like fading now.
Push your the ball of your foot into the floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where is it that you're hitting your toes in that moment. Because it's all about the toes. Boom. Better. Right there. Hold it.
Joe,
Don't
right
move.
there.
Good.
Push that
Perfect.
into the foot, into the floor as if you're doing a hamstring curl.
Yep. Perfect.
The idea is that robots have to work with humans, and the best way to do that in the real world is to simulate the real world.
Open it up. Bring it back. So just like kind of here. Right?
Remember, you're rotating those hands back.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. So like just do it like that with no flex. And you see how all of that comes down. We want to be able to hold that, but and then obviously with completing the rest of the pose.
And
Because it's a big difference.
And point those left toes out.
Yeah. Kind of like what
Justin
told us last night. Boom. Good. Perfect.
Excellent in the hamstring.
Boom.
Much better. There you go, Joe. That's it, Joe.
That's fucking money.
Much better.
That's
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
money. Remember how that feels. That is absolute perfection right there with that pose. Alright, let's hit this last spread. Same thing. Boom. Good.
Good.
Remember, be powerful with it. Exhale. Shh. Good. Yep. Open wide. Boom. Back. But we can't forget the hams. We're kind of losing our hams there in the middle of that process. Just give me one setup with the lower half, okay? And I just want to see, like, because I want you to kind of recognize the feeling of what you're doing with the ground in your toes in that moment where we see the most separation. Okay?
Left foot out right a little more.
Yep. Hold on. Okay. No, see, we're kind of losing it there. So curl it up again. We want to match that. Bring it. Maybe lift your butt up a little bit more when we hit that pose. Because it's all there.
As a caricature artist, I appreciate
Better.
what makes each person unique.
Right there.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah, you got to sit on that like a hamstring curl.
Yeah. Just recognize the feeling.
Good, Joe. Yeah, that's right. Push it into the floors if you're doing a hamstring curl.
Boom. Right there. Fuck yeah. Haven't died.
Welcome back. Met a lot of interesting people on my tour of NRL. Some of
This is money right here, dude.
and they are inventing
This is money. Perfect.
This is not just a test and evaluation facility. That's kind of a lesson.
Look, hit that leg hard. There you go. Fucking hard.
Right there.
They can test it
Good. Catch your breath. I want to see the other most muscular again.
I'm doing those two.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that one.
What's up?
I'm talking about the first one. The first one you just hit.
Okay.
Because I like it, but I don't want you crunching down too much.
Okay.
So if we can keep yourself a bit more upright and then focus on spreading the lats out and bringing those shoulders out.
Okay.
It'll keep your arms and shoulders big.
Right.
Okay.
Sweating a lot less too,
Yeah.
if any. You're gonna get a nice big meal after this.
Cool. I just went with.
And it's not like it's cold in here either.
Yeah.
Bagels were good on your stomach.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it dry carbs for now.
Alright. 6 of them.
It'll keep soaking up that water.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm gonna bump up his sodium a little bit. This next will help with, since there's no water in them.
Right. I did get some salted rice cakes.
That's cool.
Just because that's all that was available. But I figured that it's fine right now.
Yeah, you could use it right now because there's no water in them, so I push the salt a little bit.
Yeah, that coffee has you say no potassium?
What's up? No potassium.
I think it has potassium.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't have a lot in it.
No. Yeah, potassium.
Probably not a lot.
400 milligrams?
Yeah.
400? I mean, that's not killer. We're not adding any more sweet potatoes in, so.
Okay.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
I had caffeine pills. Was it bottom shop, right?
They have a Starbucks downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a shot of espresso.
I would get a double or triple shot of espresso.
Okay.
It'll help you piss more too.
Quadruple shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Now we're going in. I just texted you. How are you?
Big Mal. What's going on, man? How are you?
What's up, man? What's up, guys? How you guys doing, man? Where you guys going to eat at?
Cheesecake?
Yeah. You're ready, right?
How's it going, man? You good? Very good, very
He
good.
said, no, I gotta dry this black again so they don't mistake me for Terry anymore.
I know. I was just gonna say we got all Kogan on show.
I said, the guy just told me it's the time. Yeah, you guys all go back? Yeah. All right. Enjoy the food. I'll see everybody later.
Bye, Big Mal.
See you,
Good to see you, man.
They're good friends though.
Oh, really?
Jay's jealous right now, Nick, because he loves this Jay. I thought, he says, "Where are you gonna get to go eat?" And I didn't know at first, and then I parked over there to that, and I didn't want to tell him it was the burger place. Then we changed our mind. I said, "We're going to Cheesecake." He's like,
that last place wasn't gonna.
he says, "You got the life."
He always says it.
I know he does. Look who's talking. All right, our favorite spot. Okay. All right, guys, Dave Mad Max 6. We are in Tampa, Florida, at the Tampa Pro, and I have the great pleasure to have Ashlyn Brown. If you remember Ashlyn, we filmed her in Arizona when she was just a few weeks out from her first pro show, the NorCal. She got second at that show, came here today, kicked butt, and got third place in a very, very tough lineup. Ashlyn, congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's an honor, first of all, to be here with you. So thank you. I've had such a blast. I mean, I got to see you, and I was about to be on stage, and just to be in that, top 3 twice. It's it's unreal. I mean, I'm standing next to freaking Jennifer Dory and Jen Ronziti, and they're all these Olympians. You know, that's incredible. So I'm blown away. I'm so happy with third place.
You're taking word out of my mouth. I said, this is an Olympia lineup.
Oh,
When
yeah.
Jennifer Dory finished 5th place at the Olympia, just won the show today, and you fared very, very well. This is your rookie season.
Yes.
This is your first year. You're just a baby. You're just getting started and getting all those great finishing places. It must be unbelievable.
Yes, I couldn't be more happy. I mean, I was coming in 5th and 6th and 4th place last year, and so now I'm leveling up, and I got the 2nd win, and I got the 3rd place win, and I can't be more proud of everything that we've done together, and I'm so happy. I can't even, like, words can't even express. I mean, I knew coming into this show that it was going to be a huge lineup, and so I was really hoping for top 3, and we got it, and I can't even be more thankful for that.
So imagine this is just after a quarantine. You guys, this is the way you look. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like for a full year with, actual full gyms, everything working normally. And so now we have 4 months till the Olympia. Do you have any more plans leading up to that to try to qualify, or?
Yeah, I actually am looking at doing Clash coming up. That's in a couple weeks.
Okay, good.
So Border Clash, I'll probably do that, and then we'll go from there and really just see what's going to be open, and maybe throw something in. I'm number 1 in points right now, so I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that I have to continue to compete.
Yeah.
We would like to get a win for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
So Vegas is the goal. We have 4 months until we hopefully see you again on the Olympia stage in Las Vegas. Congratulations. You look tremendous today. And I'm sure Chris, who's holding my camera today for JayTV, is really proud of you. And thank you so much for coming back on the channel, Ashlyn.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Dave Max Fix for JayTV, and we're out.
I love Frenchies.
What's his name, Ashlyn?
Bosco. Little baby Bosco. This is my guy.
He has the most squishiest face ever.
Wow, that dog's lucky. I wish I was a dog.
We always try to change the color of his baby.
It's a little further, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
This is 3 of this.
Oh, Justin didn't get his. I guess I'll get after wait till he comes.
Chicken and waffles.
Look at that. Where are your fries? No fries?
I'm about to steal yours.
That looks good. That looks good. All right.
One last thing.
So Sunday morning we're gonna go to breakfast because nobody knows how to cook in here. It's a full, it's a house full of bodybuilders and nobody wants to cook.
The Meathead Manor.
The Meathead Manor. I love that. I make all the video of that.
Once a Tupperware free meals. Once a week you get to eat not our plate and not Tupperware.
Oh, there's bunk bed in there. Wow. Justin sleep in the bunk bed?
No, there's more beds.
Oh, okay. That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
Curled up in there like a baby.
Justin, did you take the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
Oh, that was funny. I took a picture. It reminded me of Step Brothers. Are you sleeping in the bunk? I was sleeping on the bottom bunk.
It's like a little house. It's like a little house.
It really would have been fucking funny. One of us getting the top on the bottom. There's a bed here too.
All 3 of us sleeping in one
All
bed.
3 of us in one room.
That'd be like in Kuwait, right?
That's right.
All
That's
3
right.
crammed in.
All right. Get out of here. Get some breakfast. Who's driving?
Your guys' soccer practice got canceled this morning? Yeah. If you need help, let me know. Someone will be right with you guys.
Ah, yes. The food came in. Nice. Justin's got 3 breakfasts. Justin can eat. Bon appetit, guys.
Yeah, it's always at Miami. It was me and you, and then me and you, but never all 3 of us at the same time.
The 3 Musketeers. I got you guys. How was the weekend for you guys? Dominick, you had people in the show, so
yeah, it was a great weekend at the show. It was good. This was the first show of the season, Tampa Pro.
We needed it.
Yeah, I would say so. It was good to see a lot of old friends too. Good to see guys on stage competing and everybody coming together again. I mean, things were a bit different with, you know, the social distancing in the stands and the masks and stuff like that. But all that stuff aside, it was a great show. It was good to see people up there in shape, and a lot of people brought their best too. So it was just, it was good to be there. I had Joe Mackey in the show, as a lot of people have seen early in their video.
We got some behind the scene, yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely his best showing, but he placed 8th. I could have had him in 5th or 6th, to be honest, but if you're not first, you're last, you know. That's how we look at it.
Yeah.
But definitely his best showing. It was a good one for him, so now he has a lot of work to do ahead of him. So hopefully we get a few more shows out of this year, just in general for the industry.
Yeah, Joe, what do you think about the quality of the competitors, considering that we just cut out of the lockdown and everything? Were you happy with the?
I thought it was pretty good.
Right?
I mean, the classes were stacked.
I think so.
You know, men's open wasn't as stacked, but all the other classes were stacked.
Yeah.
You know, the top of the show is obviously going to be Hunter and Ian for the
Yeah.
men's open. But honestly, man, I had a great weekend. You know, there's so many good people here this weekend. It was great to catch up with people. And it's always surreal when I come here and like you get the brand gets recognition. We had like the coaches, Johnny Castellano was here, you know, and like all the guys around, Derek Natcher and the athletes. We had Joe competing, as Dom said, prepping, and Ashlyn in a rookie year took
She
third.
did great. Talk about the points, because we just found out at breakfast this morning. You actually look at the scorecard.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, you know, it's a first year as a pro, and she took second a few weeks ago. She came here, and the Tampa Pro is an amazing show.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
There was 37 girls in there, and she took third, and it was like a point, I think, difference at prejudge between the top 3 girls.
So they were basically between first, second, and third. It was only 1 point difference
Yeah.
between the 3 girls. That's awesome.
So I mean, she just killed it, and Joe looked much better. Cause I was at Joe's last show at the New York Pro last year,
Okay.
and he came in showing something completely different, much tighter. So yeah, it's just been awesome. Like catching up with people you haven't seen, and I think everyone was just really pleased to get a show.
Yeah.
So much like not negativity, but everyone's just been like in a lull because there's been no action, no bodybuilding, no shows.
Yeah.
And now we've got topics again.
Yeah, thanks for renting this beautiful house. We are lucky. We all got to be at the Meathead Manor.
That's a whole story in itself. It was not the smoothest of weeks here.
Justin, talk to me about your impressions about this weekend. How was it for you?
It was just kind of nice to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, like actually see a pro show happen. And it kind of sucks that a lot of the international competitors, they couldn't be here, unfortunately, due to travel restrictions, because I can only imagine that if there was no travel restrictions, you would have seen, instead of like 12 guys in the open, you would have probably seen more like 40 or 50 guys since there's not been any shows. But that being said, I think the quality of the competitors was great. You know, the guys, obviously, the serious competitors, and they stayed right on their plan. I feel bad for some of them, though, because they've probably been dieting since like beginning of the year or even the end of last year, just trying and hoping to find a show to hop into. But that being said, everybody looked really good. I mean, there was a few people that, you know, may have missed their mark a little bit, but I mean, the show was great. I mean, I can't complain about it. It was a huge show, huge turnout. Between the NPC and the amateur, I'm going to say we didn't stay for the whole thing, but probably didn't end until what, like midnight last night?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was a good show.
Who impressed you in the men's open?
Hunter is obviously impressive, but he's the given.
Right.
You know, everybody knew that was happening.
Yeah.
Everybody knew he was coming. So I had picked Hunter to win as soon as I knew he was doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know who was going to be here, but I knew Hunter was going to be in the mix. I didn't care who he was standing beside. He was going to be in the mix. Like, he's going to have a hell of an Olympia debut if the Olympia takes place this year. Now, who actually impressed me, or I guess I should say shocked me, was Dwayne Walker. That's right. Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. he came out, and when he comes out, like he at first was like, okay, but as soon as he hits the first pose, like, shit, this guy, he didn't come to play. He actually came. He's here to like win. Arguably, him and Ian was second and third. I think it could have been a coin toss. Ian beats him pretty good on the side shots, but Dwayne was really sharp and he was dense as hell. I think he was the wild card or the dark horse that nobody really seen coming to this contest.
Yeah.
And the dude had poses like we were talking about this. No, it was me and Eric Ramirez. Mm-hmm. Like not mandatory poses, but like if they actually judge the posing routines and stuff, some of his actual like classic poses was fucking untouchable.
Yeah.
I mean, so hats off to him because he came from 212s and now he's standing here with the open guys and he's finishing top 3.
Wow. What do you think, Joe?
I thought he was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Some of those shots, like his abs and thighs and those classic, his routine was amazing. I just hope he keeps progressing. He was phenomenal. And Hunter's going to be dangerous for anyone.
Yeah, you were very impressed with Hunter.
As soon as he walked out, like, he's got some shots. I said to you, some of his shots are like a little Phil Heath. I ain't gonna say little, they're just like Phil Heath.
Yeah.
His arms, his delts.
He's impressive.
His quads, wonderful.
What does he need to work on, you think, for the Olympia?
Coming a little bit tighter and sharper and a little bit more thickness through the back, and I think he's going to be difficult to beat for anybody. He's a handful.
Yeah.
I think he just missed his mark just a tiny bit. Like looking at his pictures leading into it, I would give him maybe 85 to 90% of this contest. He wasn't his best, and he still won. So I think it was just a matter of a few tweaks that I don't know. I have nothing to do with his prep. It's none of my business. I just think there might have been something that they did wrong at the very last second because he lost that. He has like his arms and shoulders look very close to, like you said, Phil's.
Yeah.
And they didn't quite have that same pop like the last 24 to 48 hours leading into the show.
But you got to remember, his body's changed so much. Last time he was on stage at Nationals winning his pro card 18 months ago, so his body's put on so much tissue to nail it first time. It's a big ask. So he works with Andrew, doesn't he? And Andrew and him are tight.
Yeah, no, but I mean Hunter, he seems to have a trend. The last few shows he did where he looked great, amazing this show, but usually a week out, everybody. I mean, I was like, holy shit, I was blown away. He had this grainy. To have somebody that young with that grainy look to him, I mean, I was impressed with him on stage big time, but I don't think they really need to even change much going into the show because he had this very Dorian-esque look to him in a lot of his shots. And on stage, he looked great, but like Justin said, he was off, very slow. I mean, obviously enough to win.
Yeah.
But, if he wasn't 100% here, I can't imagine him 100% at the Olympia after a nice rebound and really, coming in with that same graininess he had a week out.
So maybe he pushed it a little bit too hard on the dry out.
It could have been, or maybe to push the food a little bit because, the week out, I mean, like I was like, I love following Hunter going into this show because every time he would post an update, he would make continuous progress over and over, and he kept people updated pretty closely too through social media. So I mean, if he does a nice rebound after this show and then brings in that graininess that he had going to this Olympia, he'll be a force to be reckoned with at the Olympia, especially, he brings in 100%.
Who else did you like?
Ron Gordon, I was really impressed with, to be honest. I didn't know much about him until a week ago. Taller guy, but real good lines, very good conditioning. Dwayne Walker, I had no idea who he was until he walked on stage. I mean, his posing was...
So is Dwayne Walker the guy who looks like Serge Nubret?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what your comment was on that. And
hands over heads, abs and thighs.
Crazy.
Oh my God, mind-blowing.
Yeah,
man.
that waist to shoulder ratio is crazy.
If his legs keep coming up, he'll be...
Yeah, he needs more hamstring, I think.
Yeah, especially
because the quads
behind,
is pretty good, but
especially for behind in those side shots. But if they match the upper body he has in that same shape, he's going to be...
Do we know how old he is? How old is he? Do we know? I have to look him up.
I'm going to guess in his 20s. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
One of the guys we haven't really mentioned is Ian. Ian got second here, and I think this was not Ian's best performance.
I agree.
I would say. Even though he still got second, I think 100% Ian, the way his normal trademark conditioning, Ian would have been. It wouldn't have been. When it came on stage, I personally thought I looked at Hunter and I was like, "This is a clear cut."
Yeah.
But I think if Ian was 100%, it wouldn't have been.
It would have been a toss up.
It would have been. There would have been much more rounds opposing. Tyler would have put him through a few more rounds to really see who's going to hold up, who's going to fade on this, because Ian's normally.
He's so grainy.
He's normally extremely grainy.
Grainy and
He
separated.
just didn't have, and he was off by maybe 5%. But 5% is a deal breaker.
When you're that good.
Yeah, you know, when you're competing with the best of the best, you know, if you're off by a couple percent, it's going to cost you.
His color was very off in the prejudging too, which he fixed in the
prejudge.
He came back much better at night.
He did.
Much better.
But it was too late. Yeah.
Well, you know what? He said it himself. You know, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes on him. And, you know, once you get an adrenaline surge, your body does some tears through food differently. You get a different response.
That pressure is a bitch, man. Once you start being somebody in the sport, then people are expecting you to perform.
They'll figure it out. I mean, he works with Patrick, and Patrick's... I can't say enough good things about him. Knowing him personally, he's such a sweetheart and he cares about his athletes.
Yeah.
So those two will figure it out. They're a great match, you know.
Yeah. Well, guys, we had a great weekend. I'm kind of sad that it's already over. Time flies when you're having fun.
I'm asking the question now, Dave.
Oh, me?
Yes. How did you enjoy being on the road? Because this is like, you don't often come to shows and stuff. So
I
how
loved
was
it.
doing this, man?
I loved it. But Jay's he's funny because he's telling me, full-time bodybuilder. I said, you know what? I go from full-time YouTuber to full-time bodybuilder, and right now I'm just like a full-time YouTube mode. There's no bodybuilding involved. I'm not eating my food like I should. I'm not training. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I mean, and it's not... I actually flew to Boca Raton to film with Flex Friday, drove here for the weekend, and I'm going back tonight, so I'm not even done. Like I got, you know, a couple more days of filming, but it's been so great. And like I said, you know, I love being around my friends. I mean, to me, even though it's a lot of work, and Don's like, oh, you're everywhere, you're working all the time, but it doesn't feel like work. I have to do it, but it's not like, oh my God, I have to do it. Fuck, I gotta go to work today. It's nothing like that. That's so much fun for me. And thanks for renting a house, because it was a lot better than just staying in a hotel, and you know, we can cook in here and hang out and just chat, so it's great. That's going to be another good Project AD video. Thanks to Joe. The Meathead Manor. I love that.
You know, when we first started it, I said it's all about trying. It's not about the brand. It's not about products. It's just the people that I've got, fortunately, in my life.
I know.
And it's just showing them. And like, I'm fortunate every day to have these guys. Like,
it's
you
great.
can see it, man.
But it's great to put it out there, because all that stuff kind of gets lost.
Well, there's so much negativity in the sport.
I know.
Just look at some of the great stuff that comes with bodybuilding, the friendships, the camaraderie and stuff, you know. And
this is it.
Yeah.
So it's great for people to actually get an inside look on what this is like for a bunch of friends to stay in the house.
And you see, like Dom, like how much passion he puts into like his athletes.
I know.
And, like the stress of prepping. Like a lot of people don't see that. They just see pictures.
Just the end result.
These coaches go through so many emotions. Like you've seen him, and he's been wiped out. You know?
I mean, I'm glad we got to go see his guy Joe, and that was actually a second check-in, because he got up in the middle of the night at 5 o'clock to go see him at 6. Came back here, slept a little bit, and then we get back. So he did that all day, you know, and you don't see all that. So I'm glad you invited me to go to the room and check that out. That was cool.
It was cool. Definitely, it's definitely tiring. Either it could be one athlete or 5 athletes. It's definitely emotionally draining, but I love it.
Yeah,
and that's the difference with a lot of the coaching. Like you'll hire some coaches, you'll get your peak week protocol for a week.
Good luck.
And like it's,
yeah.
You know, we've all been there. You just get, well, that's it. What you're doing in the final week, it's like that's the difference when you have a coach who's responsive every couple of hours. You know,
and that's why he's successful. So there you go. All right, you guys. So we will see you back. I don't know. Hopefully in Vegas again.
Yeah.
Dom, right? Yeah. Back home soon.
And we'll be podcasting again.
In Cali, that's right. Yeah, check out the podcast, because this is actually the crew of All Business Bodybuilding right here. There you go. So when you hear these guys on the radio, that's these guys chatting.
This is one of the most bodybuilding we've actually spoke consistently in months, right?
Yeah, Joe actually suggested one of these days we should actually shoot you guys filming the podcast. Yeah, if you're ever in the same place at the same time to do it. I don't know how that would work, but that'd be kind of cool. All right, thanks you guys. Joe, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.
I just don't even want to think about it. took everything. They took everything. It happened over 2.5 days.
I could have just. If it was me and my dad, I would have gotten much more.
Halftime bodybuilding today.